G'day and welcome to this Australian Open Life. We tell stories and our story is Grand Slam tennis. G'day and welcome back to this Australian Open Life. We tell stories, and one story we forgot to tell that in addition to our stories, Grand Slam tennis, is Sean McIntyre speaking, producer at Wise Words Media, producer of this Australian Open Life. We're coming to you live at about 4:45 the same day that we've just been at Rod Laver Arena, Kia Arena, the banks of the Yarra, and one story that I forgot to tell you that I just want to add now, I'd completely forgotten, in regards to the live broadcast concept pitch. Hold your breath, don't go away, we'll be right back. And our story is Grand Slam tennis. It's Sean McIntyre speaking. So I've stepped into the hosting duties. Sean McIntyre from Wise Words Media. Wise Words Media produces all sorts of content, and we have many brands, one of them being this Australian Open Life, and we've just finished off explaining our broadcast live stream concept on the banks of the Yarra. From the banks of the Yarra, and I'm here in Cavenagh Street, South Melbourne, because I just realised I have to commit to posterity a little further to the story about why this concept is so global and so unique. I'm not going to go into repeating any of the details about it, but I just wanted to also mention that the live stream broadcast concept that I've just explained is that we want to grow this out immediately to all Grand Slams plus Indian Wells. That's right. We want to broadcast live from a public space in New York, Paris and Wimbledon and Indian Wells, not necessarily in that order because they don't run in that order. Come on, I think it's actually Paris, Roland Garros, London, Wimbledon. Indian Wells is actually, it's before the US Open there, and the 5th Grand Slam they call it, and of course live from New York, Arthur Ashe Stadium. I can't remember what they call the precinct itself, but that's not your concern. So what we want to do is export the format of this Australian Open Life, and we want to transform it into a global broadcast concept for global audiences worldwide. We want to put it on 1.4 billion smart TVs around the world through various distributors in the fast channel space, the over-the-top streaming space. Come on, you know who you are. And we want to get it into your content library. We want to get it right up there amongst the best programming options for sports content around the world. We want to sell this concept at the American film market in Las Vegas. They've left Santa Monica, God knows why. We want to go to MIPCOM, we want to go to Asia TV forums, we want to go to the Busan Film Festival and sell it there in South Korea, and we also want to go to all of the overseas film, TV and content markets, because Wise Words Media really believes in this concept, and we know the audiences out there, and we know that TV formats, sports broadcast formats are changing. They're changing in front of our eyes, and we want to be part of the solution. We produce differentiated, unique and innovative content in all spaces, particularly the sports content space, the live broadcasting space, and we want to dip our toes into the sports documentary space. So please let us know what you think, and I promise this is the final time we're signing off from this location in Melbourne today. We want to get your feedback as an audience member, as a professional in the fast channel space, in the over-the-top streaming space, and just generally we would love to get feedback in general from sports fans, tennis fans. If you're a fan of anything sports related, what do you think? Was this something you would watch? Of course it is, because TV formats are changing, sports broadcast formats are changing, the way sport is being presented and packaged is changing, and we only have to look in our own backyard. The Davis Cup has changed forever in the last couple of years, and Wise Words Media wants to be part of that evolution, not the revolution. So you can contact me, Sean McIntyre, consulting at wisewords.com.au. Just send us an email and let us know your thoughts, and we'd love to chat, and it costs nothing to have a conversation, because as we say here in Melbourne, everything starts with a conversation. So I'm definitely going to wrap it up here. I'm off to the pub for a Guinness and a bowl of chips to celebrate. Today's been quite an achievement to get some face-to-face conversations going with the media team representative, Bianca. Thank you for your time today, and we'll be sending that, that pitch as discussed. So that is definitely all we have for you today. It's Sean McIntyre speaking, producer of Wise Words Media at Wise Words Media, producer of This Australian Open Life, home of the Australian Open. We tell stories, and our story, for the time being, for this purpose, is Grand Slam tennis. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll chat to you soon. Bye for now. So, by extension, the Australian Open has announced in the last couple of weeks, and they're being built right now outside this court, party courts. So I'm so sorry, and I apologise to all of you around the world that are going to be watching the Australian Open. Competitive professional matches at our landmark tournament, the best tennis tournament, Grand Slam in the world, is now going to have drunken yobbos catch a taxi, a taxi ferry or a ferry taxi. It's about a 5-minute trip on the water. There's a pontoon, you'll see it passing in front of the camera now. So that's putting you on the spot while we're here, and we're just going to take a short break. Don't go away, we'll be right back. G'day and welcome back to This Australian Open Life. We tell stories, and our story is Grand Slam tennis. We're coming to you live from the home of the Australian Open, and across the Yarra River from Rod Laver Arena. We're on the southern side of the Yarra River and the Swan Street Bridge, and the reason that we're here, and we're going to be wrapping up this elongated, extended episode of This Australian Open Life. You might be watching us on our YouTube platform. You might be listening to us on the Acast platform as part of our podcast. Professional in the fast channel space, in the over-the-top streaming space, and just generally we would love to get feedback in general from sports fans, tennis fans. If you're a fan of anything sports related, what do you think? Was this something you would watch? Of course it is, because TV formats are changing, sports broadcast formats are changing, the way sport is being presented and packaged is changing, and we only have to look in our own backyard. The Davis Cup has changed forever in the last couple of years. G'day and welcome to this Australian Open Life. We tell stories and our story is Grand Slam Tennis, coming to you live from the home of the Australian Open, Melbourne Park, produced by Wise Words Media. This Australian Open Life, we're based in Melbourne, Australia. We'll be bringing you the sights, sounds, summer of tennis, qualifying news, live tournament match play, audio only, radio style commentary, and the tournament kicks off in mid-January 2024. Welcome back to this Australian Open Life. We tell stories and our story is Grand Slam Tennis, coming to you live from the home of the Australian Open in Melbourne, Australia. It's Sean McIntyre speaking, producer of Wise Words Media. And just to finish up this final little 6 to 7 minute journey that I'm taking with you this morning, just to give you a heads up that we're covering a lot of our content strategy that we've got in our head, and the growth and the way I see Wise Words Media sees this product being presented to the audience, the global audience that we're seeking, and also how we want to export this across the world to cover every single Grand Slam plus Indian Wells. But the main purpose of today was just to let you know, don't be scared off by the lack of polish, the lack of editing, the lack of usual blending of on-site footage. As those of you who have been with us for 2 or 3 years since we launched, you'll know that it's just not my go to sit in front of a camera and be a talking head in a room by myself. I like to bring a very dynamic aspect to the footage that you see. Even though we're a small business, we are a sole trader ABN, but we've been Wise Words Media, to fill you in, we've been networking this last 2 to 3 years with industry professionals in the over-the-top streaming space, the fast channel space, and there is an opportunity for us to try and get media accreditation this year for the first time ever, that we can film with freedom on site without being spoken to very not harshly, but very some of the conversations I've had with security people last year was new, and it's driven me to try and be a bit more proactive in getting a media accreditation. Anyway, so that's the go. Look forward to your thoughts and feedback. If you have any ideas, any input about what you'd like to see or how you'd like to see us presenting this content, let me know. And you can also email me direct, consulting@wisewords.com.au. That's about it for now. It's Sean McIntyre, producer at Wise Words Media. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll chat to you soon. Bye for now.